What is up, guys? Thank you so much for clicking on the video, and today I'm going to be wrapping my MX-83 Toyota Cressida. At the moment, I own three cars, a 92 Toyota Cressida, an '01 Subaru Impreza, and an '06 Honda Accord. And out of these three cars, they are all about to be color changed. I wrapped my Subaru, painted my Accord, and now I'm going to be wrapping my Cressida. Ever since I started modding my Cressida, my girlfriend was telling me how she wanted it to kind of look, and one of those things was to make a certain color to be wrapped. And so I did some searching. There's a few people locally in the Houston area with similar colors, and I don't want to rip them off because I wanted to do this color before I knew about them, but they had already had theirs done. But anyways, after doing lots of searching in different places and companies, I finally found this one company called Carla Wrap, and I did not realize they're actually located in China. So I had to have this shipped all the way over from China in this tarp and then in this box, and then both stands were broken. But luckily I still had my stand. I don't think you can see it from my blue Subaru wrap, so that's how I have it up right now. But she wanted like a pastel pink looking color, something like that. I did lots of searching because I did not want hot pink at all, and I finally found this color, which is a matte metallic light pink wrap. So if we come look at it, it is that similar color, except it is not very metallic. I don't see any flakes or anything in the wrap at all. But it hopefully, looks different actually on the car, because it looks almost salmon, and then it looks almost white when you get up to it. It is like satin, not necessarily matte, but I bought the largest size I could possibly buy because it was so non-expensive. To buy the wrap for my Subaru, I got 50 feet, and it was $540 from the company Vivid. And when I saw this wrap, I looked at all the things, and for 50 feet, it was like 300 something. And then to get the most, I think it was almost 60 feet of wrap, and I got it for $425 shipped. It was $89 shipping since it was coming from China, but I got more wrap for cheaper. So I just went ahead and bought as much as I could. That way I have extra, because at the moment I don't have the body kit on there, which are the side skirts and bumpers. So I'm not sure if I'm going to be wrapping these yet or not. But regardless, I took the door trims off yesterday. You can see these were all 3M taped on. And I used the trusty, this little rubbery racer wheel, which got all the adhesive right off. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and do the hood first. I feel like that's the easiest thing. I removed the little washer nozzles and whatnot, but I'm going to go ahead and lay the wrap on and see what it looks like. Well, here it is. The hood is done now. There's a few minor spots. I don't even know if y'all can see it on camera, which I guess is a good thing. But other than that, it applied pretty easily. I was scared with this being China wrap. Oh, what the fuck is... Lamp? Boy, want a lamp. I was scared of this being China wrap, that it would be way too thin and crease easily, but it was actually not too bad. Not as thick as the Avery Dennison on my Subaru, but regardless, it still applied nicely. I didn't really stretch it a whole lot to where it would fade into white to see if it would actually do that or not. But for the most part, it is on, and it took me like fucking 2 hours to do it, but luckily I have help now. But I don't know which panel I'm going to do next, but tune in. 3 hours later of me working by myself. I didn't record because it just would have been so slow paced. I would have ran out of battery. But anyways, here it is all completed. You can see I got the mirror painted with the little cap. I made it look like a cap, just, you know, kind of like that. It doesn't look the best, but regardless, I got everything on. I used this pinstripe as the like center point, so when I first laid it all on, I made sure it was as even as possible, and then I used that center line and I just squeegeed all up and down that part, and then slowly worked my way down all across, and then I got to the bottom of the door and I started working up the C-pillar, and then I cut it up front right here for that part. So I just kind of applied it, and then it fell right in place, and I cut the extra off. And then yeah, I messed up a couple spots. I don't know how well you're gonna be able, oh, let me turn this. I messed up the antenna because I heated it up too much trying to stretch it, and it burned a hole, so I had to put a little patch there. And then this door handle, I did it correct on this one where I cut it and I heat it up a lot and then poke it in there, but I wanted to try to see if I cut it, if it would go in better, and it ended up shrinking up before actually applying down, so I'm gonna have to possibly redo that. And this lower part was just a pain in the ass for me, but for the most part it all went on right. And then there's a little right here isn't perfect either, but this part's gonna get covered by the wing, so it's not a big deal. And then I'm missing the gasket on my tail light, and then that just kind of goes down. But so one thing I also did was put these rib nuts in so I can actually screw the wing on. So I just drilled the holes out a little more and riveted them on. So now I can actually mount the wing and have it not just self-tapped in there with these. She is pretty much done being wrapped. I just spray painted the wing because I didn't feel like wrapping it, so I got pink paint. But anyways, it's done, and we're gonna drop her down. Just like that, we got a pink fucking car. She is definitely pink. And I made the underglow pink as well. It looks kind of purple, but it's as close as I could get. Alright, it is the next day now, and as you can see, we got lucky because it rained last night, and my garage floor perspirates, so that's why I wanted to kind of try to knock it out. And my heat gun shit itself last night. You can see everything's plugged in right there and into the wall, so I just had to go out and buy a new one, which isn't a big deal. But I was able to finish up the door handles just real quickly, just hit them with a second of heat and finished them all off. But there we go, guys. There is the finished product. My mom also had some fun. I put a little heart on her gas cap, and then she's an eye doctor, so she made a eyelid with an eye on her car just to kind of put something on there. But other than that, everything's all finished up. So hopefully y'all enjoyed that. Follow my 2 Instagrams right here if you want to see more behind the scenes or kind of what I'm doing when I'm not making YouTube videos. But hopefully y'all enjoyed. Like, subscribe, and peace.